Streets gonna always be fucked. Yeah.
Let's go out to Hollywood.
Okay, now put a Mac on the map if you won't get on. Now put a spitter on the map if you won't get on. Now put a pole on the map if you won't get on. Say put a feet on the map if you won't get on. Say put EI on the map if you won't get on. Can't put that Drew on the map if you won't get on. Say put a Mark on the map if you won't get on. I'm a good looking rapper, I ain't trying to stunt. What up, though? What's cracking, collective? I hope everyone of every zodiac sign out there is doing well. All right, you guys. So we're gonna start off this reading with some messages from my karmic experience. But before we do that, let's get a little background on this person that we're about to be talking about. Okay. All right. So messages for my collective. So I'm just gonna pull some cards out my little bag here. And let's get a description of this person or what the problems possibly were in this relationship, okay? So I feel like you were dealing with someone in this relationship you had with this person, it was so fucking complicated. And you just didn't understand why this person had to be so damn difficult. I feel like you couldn't talk to this person, y'all couldn't have no decent ass conversation. You couldn't talk about your feelings, you couldn't talk about the things that you wanted or, you know, things that I feel like that made this person take accountability or that you called them out on their shit, they ain't like that. All right. And love with this person was very complicated, right? The triggers was real, okay? So you were dealing with someone I feel like that triggered you guys, okay? And you didn't understand like why you were having these feelings for some of you guys. Maybe you were seeing some things within this person that you didn't like. Like when I was dealing with a karmic, you guys, like it was at one point in time in our relationship, like I started to see some things within him, but it reminded me of myself. You know what I'm saying? It reminded me of some things like how I used to be, or maybe there were some things that I needed to work on. So I feel like whatever triggers or how this person made you feel, that shit was real. All right. And you were not supposed to ignore them because for some of you guys, this person was mirroring back to you your energy. Okay. These were things within yourself that you still needed to work on. Okay. We have you are being guided with your heart, okay? Or are you being guided with your heart? Or you may need to add some logic to the situation. So I feel like when it came to this particular person and situation, like you were more in your Queen of Cups energy, too busy loving and nurturing this person to kind of see what was really going on behind the scenes. You know what I'm saying? You have to step into your Queen of Swords, whether you are male or female. You see what I'm saying? You have to step into that energy of setting boundaries with this person. You know what I'm saying? So that you can really take a step back and see what was going on. So tell us more. Let's get a couple of more. All right, for some of you guys, maybe you weren't able to speak up. Like I said, thank you. It was like you weren't able to really express yourself and how you truly felt. Because every time you told this person about something they did wrong and how they made you feel, that they would gaslight you. You know what I'm saying? That you would cuss them out, all type of shit, and then they'll make you feel bad for what you said to them. Okay, so you could have been dealing with someone who was gaslighting you, but you weren't able to speak your opinion. It was like your opinion, your feelings didn't matter to this person. Okay. When I don't feel good enough, I will make excuses for everything. So you could have been dealing with someone who maybe they didn't feel good enough to be with you. Maybe they didn't feel good enough to have a good job or a decent home or stable life for themselves. Like they didn't know how to have stability. Maybe they lacked confidence within themselves, okay, but they made a lot of excuses. This person was making an excuse for why they can't do this and why they couldn't do that. And to you, it was simple. You was like, I don't understand what the fuck's so hard. But when you lack discipline, when you lack integrity, when you lack self-worth and self-esteem, it's not easy just to be able to do tasks that you may feel that's simple. You know what I'm saying? It's not easy to be able to take leap of faith and try new things and do things that you really want to deep down inside do. But if you lack confidence in yourself, it's like you don't even feel confident in doing things here, okay? So tell us more about this person. We're going to pull from the karmic experience and see what your experience was with this person, okay? All right, tell us more. Messages for my collective. Messages for my collective. Tell us more. You were dealing with someone who was very delusional. You guys, I can't make this up. And it was like no matter how hard you tried to get this person to understand you, to see things your way, see things from your perspective, man, they weren't trying to do that shit. This is someone who only wanted to see things that they wanted to see. And if they told themselves they was treating you right and wasn't nothing wrong with how they was handling you and all that type of shit, and you was the one that was tripping, then you were the only one with the problem, collective. All right? See, versus this person trying to clean up their act, you know what I'm saying, and get themselves together and heal. Because if this is someone who I feel like lack confidence within themselves, like something had to happen to this person, whether it was in childhood, teenage years, adulthood, like something happened to this person that took away their confidence. Like you just don't grow up. You just don't come into the world and lack confidence. There's the things that happen to you along the way in your life that make you feel this way. All right. So versus this person getting themselves together, you know what I'm saying, and working on themselves, they just said fuck it and they let you go. All right. So this is someone I feel like who pulled back from you, or they could have been the ones who walked away from this connection. Okay. Look, man, come on. Look at this. Don't think you can call me out on my bullshit. And I'm gonna like it. This is someone who never wanted you to call them out. Come on, Spirit. I just said that. All right. This is someone who never wanted you to call them out on their bullshit. Every time you would tell this person about how you feel, like, man, I don't like when you talk to me that way. When you do this and do that, they may say something like, well, hey, my old girlfriend, my old boyfriend had a problem with that. Or you always got something to complain about. I can't never talk to you or kid around with you. Like they made you feel like it was your fault for fulfilling the way that you did here. Okay? Let's pull one more. Messages for my collective. Messages for my collective. All right, this could have been a female that preyed. Oh, yeah, this could have been a female that preyed on men who love to give and take care of their women. Okay, so you really were dealing with a gold digger in disguise, man. All right, some of my ladies too. Y'all take it how it resonates. So this is someone who like they like to get to know people. You know what I'm saying? They like to pray. Like they can tell what type of men to attract. You know what I'm saying? They know how to attract men that maybe lack confidence or, you know, lack self-esteem, or it would look good for them to talk to them. Like they preyed on certain type of men here that would take care of them, that would provide for them, want to pay their bills, take them shopping, get their hair done, nails done. They preyed on these type of women. I mean men, okay? So you were dealing with a gold digger in disguise, okay? Oh wow, I never really loved you. I just wanted someone to join me in my world of misery. So you were dealing with someone, for some of you guys, this person really never did love you. What is it saying? Misery loves company. This person just wanted you to be miserable with them. Okay, they thought that you guys were gonna be. They thought they was gonna drain you, drag you down to their pits of hell, and be miserable with them. But y'all got the fuck on. Okay, for some of y'all, hey, be thankful that this person walked away from you because they did you a fucking favor. All right. So let's see who this reading is about. We got Capricorn, Leo, Taurus, Cancer. So this can be your sign or the sign of the person you're dealing with. We got heavy Leo, Virgo, Libra. Who is this reading about for my collective? We got Scorpio, Aquarius, Cancer, and Sag. All right, you guys, I love you. And until next time, stay blessed.